Alright, so hey guys, Caleb here at KB Productions, and I'm making another video. I know I've kind of slowed down on video production, but I figured I should make this because I haven't made one of these in quite a while actually by this point. I just made a YouTube short about it, specifically about one of my helmets, but now I'm gonna go through a whole helmet collection actually. Now it is a little different than last time I showed off. I am selling 2 of my helmets, because I don't need that many helmets now that I've thought about it. But let's get through it actually. So I essentially own 1 combat helmet from every major US conflict to be fought in the 20th century. 21st century, I do not have a modern speed helmet that the current US military uses, but we did use that type of Kevlar helmet up until recent. So we'll start with the oldest, and I can talk about this a little more than I did in my YouTube short. I picked this up at an antique store yesterday, and on April 29th, or January 29th. Thinking my birthday, and it's not even my birthday. But this is a original World War I helmet. The shell is originally from World War I. However, and you can see the stampings. You can see the stampings right there. So this is the original helmet, but it has been professionally refurbished by someone. So someone took time out of their day to refurbish this helmet. Now, luckily they did, because that means this isn't made of asbestos. If you do want to get into World War I helmet collecting, I am not the smartest when it comes to it. World War I's not my forte. I don't know a lot about it, especially like the gear wise. But I did know that the original helmets had asbestos. I didn't know if this was original or not when I had bought it. I consulted some guys in my reenactment group that have been doing this a lot longer than me, and I want a couple of the guys that do specialize in, well, not specialize, but they do World War I impressions. And this is a liner, so all of this is a liner from the Prairie Flower Co. Leather Company. So they did all this inside, so that's great. The leather strap, I'm going to assume, is also reproduction. But yeah, so there's no asbestos in it, but if you are looking to get into World War I collecting, I know these old US helmets and British helmets, they all have asbestos in them, so definitely be careful with that. The only other thing, and gas masks. World War I gas masks did have asbestos as well. Moving on. So this one's in kind of configuration of a World War II helmet. This is actually a World War II helmet. It is a front seam swivel bail helmet. So this was used during the war, but then it was also later, the guy I bought it from, it was his father's. So he used it during World War I, or I guess his grandfather used it. And then his father, that served in the same unit, had, I can't remember how the guy explained it, but this was his family's helmet. It's a World War II helmet, but it had been refurbished for use in Vietnam. I can't remember the story because we bought this like 2 years ago by this point. So, yeah. But then this is in the configuration of a World War II helmet, and I put the chin straps and everything, but I'm pretty sure this is a Vietnam shell. But I wanted to put a medical, Red Cross on that because my impression for reenactments is a combat medic, because I like combat medics. Now this one, I'm fairly certain, or I'm kind of certain this is a Korean War US M1. I'm not 100% certain, but from what I figured out, it is. Yeah, I need to do more digging, but I'm pretty sure it is from the way I bought it. Then of course, Vietnam helmet, the actual shell that's in there is a reproduction shell, but it's the only shell I have that has these style of chin straps. My other actual Vietnam helmets they have those style chin straps. They're really weird ones that button there, right here. Those ones that button. So yeah, anyways, then I have, of course, the helmets we used during the 80s with the M81 Woodland covers. This one has a paratrooper liner in it, so a little rarer than a regular liner. Then that is my U.S. military Kevlar helmet. You know, you can stop a bullet. That's really all I have to say about it. It's missing a lot. It doesn't have a chin strap. So yeah, it's missing that, unfortunately, but it's in good condition. And then this last helmet, I don't really know what it is. I know it's a West German helmet of sorts used during the Cold War, but I don't know. It's very weird. It is very much kind of M1 adjacent, but it is not. So I need to do more digging to figure out what it is. But yeah. And then these helmets down here, they're just Vietnam rear seam swivel bail helmets. But yeah, that's my collection. And I just kind of wanted to make this short video to talk about it.